Because I think that's how we begin to change a world that isn't necessarily fair or equitable for all children. And I just got this book today. It's called Teaching to Change the World. It's at the library. Read some of it. See what you think. It's teacher stories and how they come to work with children who come from different parts of the world, and how do we make it better. A language doesn't just happen. It is a deliberate attempt to preserve a culture, or to hold a culture down, as has been the case with many of the indigenous languages in North America. It is not possible to speak a language without speaking a dialect of the language. Books are so important in all classrooms, regardless of the populations that you teach. Research shows that the more books you have in a household, the higher the literacy rate will be for your child. Teachers can develop ways to have students share in the oral tradition, which is such a big part of so many different cultures.
Of course, you are amazing. You can run so fast. I wish you could fly so I could ride on you. I wish you had wings to make my mom and dad and me and my brother fly to the sky.
I'm articulate. So when my father asks, "What kind of thing is this?" my articulate answer never goes amiss. I say, "Father, this is the impending problem at hand, and when I'm on the block, I switch it up just because I can. So when my boy says, 'What's good with you, son?' I say, 'I just fall out with them people, but I've done.'" Even articulate Americans sound foolish to the British.
Yes, because that's R&B. Yes,
That's the wrong culture.
Our central concern is celebrating every tongue.
I realized grammar was an identification of past and cultural background in the United States, and that there is a bias against people who do not use language correctly. We just did, or went through, I think, a very emotionally charged experience. We are talking about power and dialect, about our own students, about how we perceive ourselves as teachers.
Ms. Gretel, I need to ask you a question. Why are the police here?
First of all, Johnny, it's ask and police.
I need to ask you a question. Why are the police here?
You can ask me a question about why the police are here.
Why are the police here?
The police are here. Why are the police here?
Forget it! Yeah. Ms. Gretel, the police are here looking for a criminal in the building.
Oh my goodness, the police are here!
I would have told you that earlier, but you kept making me feel inferior because you kept correcting my language.
Putting it together, at first we thought it was going to be really silly what we were doing, but then after everybody else went, we were like, oh, okay, ours is pretty good. It gave us more confidence.
Why do we teach? Who do we teach? Whether you agree or disagree with some of the ideas that you've been exposed to today, that you consider them, you think about them some more, and you engage around some of these difficult discussions.
If I had the vocal capacity, I would sing this from every mountaintop, every suburbia, and every hood. Because the only God of language is the one recorded in the genesis of this world, saying it is good. So I may not always come before you with excellency of speech, but do not judge me by my language and assume that I'm too ignorant to teach, because I speak 3 tongues, one for each: home, school, and friends. I'm a trilingual orator. Sometimes I'm consistent with my language now, then switch it up so I don't bore later. Sometimes I fight back 2 tongues while I use the other one in the classroom, and when I mistakenly mix them up, it feels crazy, like I'm cooking in the bathroom. I put trilingual on my last job application.